Come on up, gentlemen. Good afternoon. I want to thank everyone for being here. It's been a busy afternoon here at UCF, but what I'd like to do is introduce some folks to you and kind of recap what took place here at UCF yesterday. I'm joined by Coach Joseph Morton and UCF football player, wide receiver, Tristan Payton. That wide receiver is going to come in handy in just a few minutes. But before I offer a more formal thank you, I want to recap what took place yesterday, Wednesday afternoon here. Around 6:15 p.m., a group of females who were attending a UCF cheerleading camp were using the restroom inside the UCF Arena. One girl noticed a camera went under her stall, and she notified her teammates and her coach. The suspect in this case, Jonathan Wee, is a 21-year-old student studying international and global studies, and he was seen leaving the restroom. He then took off on foot through the arena, down the street, and over to the Memory Mall. It was then that these two brave individuals standing beside me sprung into action, chasing the perpetrator and holding him until UCF police officers arrived on the scene. When our officers met with them and the defendant, they decided there was probable cause, and he was arrested on 8 counts, including burglary, lewd and lascivious behavior, and video voyeurism. It's an unfortunate incident that happened here at our campus, and unfortunately it happens all too common in society today. But these two brave individuals were at the right place at the right time. They care about this community, they care about our community, and they sprung into action. So for that, I would ask a round of applause for your jumping into action. And they're humble. They don't want to talk about it. They want to get back to training, which is good. And as I said, the important thing, that part of that is the defendant was running pretty fast, and there were some people chasing him and couldn't catch up. Well, of all the people he picked on campus, he picked a wide receiver, one of the fastest guys on the football team, for those of you who understand football. And Tristan was able to run him down. So as a token of our appreciation, I want to present you a challenge coin from the UCF Police Department. Just a token of our appreciation. And I have one other thing for Tristan as well. The coach here has decided what his future is going to be, but Tristan is undecided in what his major is going to be. So I want to present you with an application for the UCF Police Department. So once you graduate, you come see us, because a person that cares about their community and is willing to take action, we want you on our team too. So congratulations. So thanks again. I have one ask, and I'll answer some questions, but I have one ask of our media partners that are here today. The cheerleading camp continues. So please, I know you need some footage and you need to do your B-roll, but let's be careful not to traumatize these young people. Would you please work with us on that? And we're happy to work with you. As a point of update, our investigators worked late last night to try to build this case and make sure that this individual was arrested. So they put in a lot of hours, and the defendant has currently been trespassed from all UCF property. So the student conduct investigation will continue, but he has been trespassed. So that's kind of where we are at this time. So I'll be happy to answer a few questions. I know you guys want to go to training. If you want to stay, you can. If you want to go to training, I understand that as well. So the choice is yours. But before you go, just one more round of applause. These guys, I'm telling you, most people want to get involved. And I'm just thrilled that you guys decided that it wasn't going to happen on our campus. And that's the attitude that we need and the help we need as law enforcement to keep our community safe. So never be afraid to get involved. And again, thanks. So if you guys want to go, now's your time. Thanks.
Tell us how they were able to stop him.
Tristan, he's a football player. He chased him down and tackled him, just like he's been trained to do. So he did a great job. Both of them did. So again, they weren't afraid to get involved. And I think that's the important part of this conversation is safety is everybody's job. And when private citizens are willing to step up and say, not here, not today, then we're all better off for it.
How many more victims do you think there might be, and how many do you currently know about for sure?
We currently know about 3 for sure. As this information gets out and as you broadcast it, we probably, in all probability, will probably have some more cases that may come forward, and we'll certainly take a look at those. The investigation from last night is closed. However, we are still working on the follow-up to make sure there's no other victims that we can identify here on campus. And there may be some in the community, and if there are, if they'll contact us, we'll get them in touch with the appropriate law enforcement agency so that we can take care of this individual.
I would also ask, I mean, he is bonded out of the Orange County Jail now. Do you believe he is a threat to this community?
He has been trespassed from UCF, and this I can tell you. If he comes back here on campus, he'll be leaving in handcuffs again.
I guess what I'm wondering is, do you believe there was a pattern here, and do you believe he might do this again, not just on campus, but somewhere else in the Central Florida area or wherever he might?
I can't answer that. It's too preliminary in the investigation. Is there a possibility? Sure, there's a possibility. You know, generally what we see in this behavior is they have patterns, and we're looking to find out if that pattern exists. But I can't say specifically with this individual that it does.
Chief, I'm assuming that your detectives have taken a look at his phone. I mean, you have good evidence in this case?
Absolutely. Yeah, disgusting evidence.
From yesterday, and is there any others on there in addition to yesterday?
No, just yesterday. Just yesterday.
Multiple videos?
There's a few of them, yes.
What was his explanation to your investigators?
I really can't get into that, Dave. I don't know what his full statement was, so I wouldn't want to guess.
How long was he in the women's restroom?
Again, I don't have those details, but probably for several minutes based on the information that we have. But again, we're pulling all the video from the arena to try to track all those things down. And as many of you know with video, it's second for second, minute for minute, and it takes a long time to go through all that material. So that we are looking at all the different video cameras that we have on campus.
Chief, I know these are youthful victims, but I also, from reading the arrest affidavit, they helped in the identification process. Can you go into that?
Yeah, the victim, they're teenagers, 16 years old, and yes, they positively ID'd him. And again, the coaching staff did a great job of stepping up. And then again, our two athletics people that jumped in there, and a football player, you know, we brought it to a closure in a hurry, which is a whole lot easier than trying to track down an individual like this with minimum information.
Any message for other female students on campus? I mean, you need to hear from them if they know this person and have wondered about any of his past behavior.
Absolutely. We would ask anybody that feels like either this individual or someone else has done this to them to reach out to law enforcement, whether it be the UCF Police Department or whatever jurisdiction they're in. If you think you've been a victim, please reach out and let us know. Again, we know this kind of thing happens routinely in most communities, and it's unfortunate, but we need to know. And if we can find out, then we'll investigate. And if we can add additional charges, believe me, we have no problem adding additional charges to the offense.
What was your reaction when you found out what happened?
My reaction is like that of most parents. I'm a parent and a grandparent. It was disgust. It's disgust. That's all I can say. It's disgusting, and people don't deserve that treatment, and young people don't deserve to be victimized, and he needs to pay for that. Plain and simple.
Is this the first time you heard about this, or anything like this happening like this on campus?
Yeah, these type of incidents happen very, very, very rarely on campus. And again, I think that's part of an awareness. People are more aware of what's going on around them now. And again, if you would help us out with that, with young people, you know, see something, say something, doesn't just go to terrorism. It goes to all crimes and all type of incidents that happen. Just let us know, let us investigate, and if we can make a case, we'll make a case.
One of the charges was, possession with the intent to sell. So can you talk about the basis for that? You believe he was going to do with these videos?
Well, again, with the charging, it's one of the elements of the crime. So most people don't just take video to look at themselves. These people have a pattern generally of sharing. So, we're certainly looking into that, and we've been in contact with the FBI, who has an innocent images task force that works on these kind of cases. So we'll share all our information and again, to see if there's any other victims or any other information we can glean from this suspect.
Do you have any reason to believe right now that some of that he got yesterday of those young women has made it out into the world?
No, I don't believe so, because of the way it was so fast yesterday. I mean, it happened, he ran, he got tackled, and he got arrested. So we also have reason to believe that during that time he was trying to delete it, but was unsuccessful. So we were able to get it.
Well, that's part of the reason why you were so thankful for these two members of the athletic department, the player and the coach, is he was trying to delete according to the arrest affidavit, and had they not tackled him, you would have lost key evidence. In this
Oh,
case.
exactly, Dave. Without them getting involved, we would not have had the key evidence that we needed to make that arrest. So their participation was huge in making this possible. Because as we know, in a lot of these cases, they delete the information so fast, we can't recover it. He wasn't able to. He tried, but again, you take on a wide receiver, time is not on your side in those cases. So, again, thanks for coming out. We appreciate it. And again, it's just another message. Pay attention to your surroundings. If you see something wrong, say something. Thanks. Good to see everybody.
Thank you, Chief.
Chief, just real quick.
Sure, Dave.